Hello, my friends. How's it going? Long time no see. Well, it's not very long because you have been watching some of my live streams I'm done on Twitch. Even though I haven't streamed in a couple of weeks, I've been uploading and posting those recordings or those live streams rather uh, quite frequently, once or twice a week. Now I ran out of material. I haven't streamed again on Twitch, like I said, since 2 or 3 weeks. I've been doing the Donkey Kong Country The Trilogy PC fan game. I have to resume that. But I haven't done pre recorded videos either until now. So it is time to actually produce some more material for you guys. This video doesn't only have the purpose of basically upload a gameplay, but at the same time I'm gonna be using this video for with several purposes in mind. um, Basically use this as an update video of sorts, okay? And I'll be pretty much making announcements, telling you some news, telling you what I've been doing lately. The typical things I do on these update videos I used to upload quite frequently back in the day, once a week, twice a month, or something along those lines. But today I want to be basically taking as long or as much time as I need to explain all of these things, but providing you gameplay also as compensation for all this talking or this excessive amount of information that I'm probably going to be giving you. And I don't want you to just hear me talk, but also I want you to basically have some visual pleasure, let's say, in exchange, right? As compensation for all the talking that I'm gonna be doing now. And I'm gonna be playing, as you can tell, one of my favorite arcade games, without a doubt, Final Fight by Capcom. I'll be playing this on the Capcom Classics collection on PlayStation 2. It's another of the Capcom games I've been playing from this collection. So, of course, as you can tell, we are going to be playing basically on real hardware also to give this gameplay some extra value as well. Okay, without further ado, let's play the game, which I know it's going to last around 45 or 50 minutes. That's pretty much how long a lot of these Capcom beat 'em ups are. On average, like after Final Fight, pretty much, I mean, there are a few exceptions like Captain Commando and some other that probably I will remember as we go. But like on average, from that time on, pretty much all the beat 'em ups from Capcom lasted exactly 1 hour. I mean, I remember Cadillacs and Dinosaurs lasting an hour, Warriors of Fate lasting 1 hour. I think Armor Warriors also lasted an hour. And I may be, I mean, I can quote a few more, or I can give a few more examples to this. So I have a pretty good idea about how long this game is gonna be. And well, this is a classic I've done on the channel a few times. You probably remember having seen me play this game. Funnily enough, I was actually looking for the last time I actually showed this game on a live stream. I don't remember if I did this on the Capcom vs Konami series on Twitch in 2017. If so, that must have been the last time I did this game on camera, and I think I never uploaded that clip onto YouTube. But the last time I did this on YouTube, like an official Let's Play or recorded live stream series, was in 2012. No, the last stream I did on this, which wasn't the arcade version, was in 2016. I think I never uploaded that pre-recorded stream. But before that, the last time I actually uploaded this game on any of my channels was in 2012, a decade ago. So yeah, it's been quite a while, and I think I can give myself permission to play this again on camera. I mean, I always think that it's good to, I mean, even if it's just repeated content, it's a good idea to get back to certain games and play them once every other year. Like for instance, I gave myself like permission, if you will, to play one Donkey Kong Country game a year, once a year, which is, as you know, my favorite platforming series. So a couple of years ago, I did the first Donkey Kong Country for retro achievements. Last year, I did the second game for my birthday on the Nintendo Switch Online. And well, this year theoretically I should be doing the third one. However, as you know, I'm doing already the fan game on the Twitch live stream, so I guess that will count as my Donkey Kong Country treat for the current year, even though it's not an official one. And well, this is actually one of the reasons why I'm making this video and posting it exactly on Wednesday, May the 4th. Be with you, yes, I know that joke. Star Wars Day. But yeah, May the 4th is my birthday. Yeah, today. I mean, no. I'm actually recording this on May the 1st. But I'm gonna be uploading this the day of my birthday. May the 4th. Wednesday. So, I guess a good present that I can receive from you guys is your attention, and that you're gonna be watching this video until the end. That will be a great present to receive from you guys. So if you stick around to the very end of the video, I'll be more than happy and satisfied. And of course, happy birthday wishes are obviously welcome by those who wanna say hi and give me your good wishes. Yeah, I was thinking of doing some live stream thing for my birthday, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to, because basically it's on a Wednesday. I'll be probably super tired after work. I'm probably gonna get some food with, to share with my family, and after that I'm going straight to bed, right? So there will be no time for something like live streamed, and most likely I'll be leaving that for next weekend, but I'm not sure about that yet. So that's pretty much why I decided to make a pre-recorded video this time, playing a classic, a great classic, an all-time classic, and a personal favorite in terms of arcade beat-em-ups. My favorite arcade beat 'em up is without a doubt Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, but this one is pretty much close to it. It's the first super well balanced beat 'em up with big sprites. So it also has some how can I say, special relevance in the history of the genre, in my opinion. I'm not gonna be talking much about the game because, it is Final Fight. There is not much to say about this. It's pure Capcom arcade awesomeness. Characters, you already know them. And like I said, I already played this game a few times. And even if you didn't watch me play this game, I'm pretty sure all of you guys who follow my channel, or have been following my channel for years, pretty much know this game well enough. So you don't need me to explain much about the game features themselves. Sometimes, or more than likely, I'll be making comments on the game itself as we progress, if something funny happens or something unfair happens. But like I said, this will be more of an update video to actually talk things about life, the YouTube world, the Twitch streaming world, and all that. But yeah, first things first. The birthday thing. I wanted to get it out of the way. I'm basically letting you know in case you want to be kind enough to stick to the end of the video. That's one thing. Second of all, as in for personal life goes, work it's been kind of low, lazy lately. I mean, like I told you like a number of times that I make these sort of updates. I hasn't been working in transport logistics. It is like sometimes a very tough work or job in the sense that you have to deal with a lot of problems, issues. Sometimes you gotta work Saturdays and Sundays. But as of late, like the last couple months, it's been extremely lazy. I mean, at some point, I kind of suspect that I might be fired, but I'm not sure about that, to be honest. There's a high level of certainty, because again, we don't have too much to do. Oh, is that food? Yeah, I still died, and lost my first credit. Of course, it's awesome to see this animation, until you realize that you're gonna press start, or else, yeah, I wanted to see that. Yeah, I'm playing as Cody. This is gonna be a Cody run. I usually play as Guy, sometimes Hager. I usually get tired of Hager very soon because he has very shit defense. He loses health extremely fast compared to the other two characters. Probably Guy is the most balanced character of the three. So I guess Cody would be like something different to try, even though, in my opinion, like they work exactly the same as Guy. There isn't really a significant difference, in my opinion. Probably one of them is more resistant to enemy attacks. The other one is probably one of them is probably faster than the other, more powerful than the other. I mean, I'm sure there are stats to be aware of when making the choice between one of the characters, or you know, either one character or the other. And it's time to fight Sodom from Street Fighter Alpha, also known as Katana, because sodomy is a bad word according to Nintendo. I lose health extremely fast. That's how you realize these games are designed to steal your quarters. But we got the power of being virtually millionaires by playing an emulated version. Even though it's an official collection. Wow, that was fast. Despite being an official collection, it is still emulation. Actually never got like the technique to get the infinite on Sodom. I guess this is the way, but you have to time it. And you do very little damage every time he goes for you. And you jump kick him. So I'd rather take the hit. And as he goes away, I actually use the chance to throw him. I wish I didn't lose another life. Look at the amount of health I lose with only one attack. A third of my health, if not more, goes away immediately. Classic mono stage. It's a good thing it's relatively easy to get extra lives. I don't know if I'll be able to actually do this on time. Okay, still with a little time to spare. And I'll be quiet for the great moments.
Oh my god!
Yeah, nothing beats the arcade version. Super Nintendo one is extremely bad. And I think in that one he says "Oh my car," right? But this one sounds definitely great. So yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, work has been lazy, which I sort of appreciate because after dealing with months of stress and frustration at times for not doing or not getting the way or not getting things the way I wanted, now it's kind of the opposite. It's kind of lazy. Sometimes I need to like invent something to do so I keep myself busy. But you know, the way things are now, I appreciate it because probably in a couple months from now things will get difficult again, and I will pretty much miss these moments of quote relaxation at work. I actually won the pipe. Well, okay, the pipe isn't gone. Surprisingly. The sword is actually more powerful, I believe. I don't know, I have a weird obsession with using pipes in beat 'em ups. I love it in Streets of Rage 2. It gives me a weird feeling of pleasure. Okay, is it time for the Andores to capture me? Yes. This part could be either really easy or a pain in the ass. It is particularly frustrating on the console versions, the Super Nintendo. But like the whole idea is to actually grab one of these and attack them consistently, and hopefully they will not like jump into you, so you can actually like strike them with the sword every time they get up. And I killed them both at the same time, so I made it look much easier than it actually is. And now I wish I could get some food before the boss battle. Of course, they give me stick or a pipe rather than food. Yeah. I mean, I saw this coming, basically because I got a bunch of enemies surrounding me from both sides, and all of the enemies, at the same time, had a shit ton of health each. And now they give me the food. I mean, I still needed it. But it was before, game, it was before. Okay, before fighting the big cop, I needed to get rid of those guys. Eddie E. But you never got what it standed for. Or is it said stood for? Yeah. English language. I thought it dominated it. Apparently not. So yeah, that's how things are right now in my personal life. I mean, That's one of the reasons why I actually been kind of more active lately on YouTube. You know, in 2020 and 2021, especially in 2020, things were extremely lazy on YouTube. Basically because I was extremely busy and with a lot of things to do. With very little time for myself, so I decided to just disconnect from the world and not playing any video games or make YouTube videos for that matter. But in 2021 things like improved a little bit. That's why you saw me upload a few projects and do a few live streams, but not as many as I would have liked. I think my most active year, without a doubt, since I started working for this company in late 2019, it's been this current year, 2022. I've been doing a lot more live streams, I've been doing a lot more gameplays, a lot more consistently, which makes me really glad that I'm not as active as I used to be before, clearly, because back in the day it used to be like an everyday thing, without missing. Basically because I had plenty of more time in my hands, which isn't happening right now, but I'm still making myself the time to get something done. Okay, I'm hitting the Andorras off screen. I don't think it's a good idea though. I have a shit ton of health. Is it one or two? No, it's only one enemy. He died? He died from the fire? But he had still plenty of health. What happened? That was bizarre. I mean, I clearly saw that he had like over half of his health. And died. I mean, it was maybe a glitch. Okay, the pipe is still there. I thought it was gonna disappear since I've been using it a lot. This is what I don't like. Too many enemies coming too close to me and all of them having plenty of health. I mean, at this rate I'm gonna end up using like 15 credits in total. No exaggeration. Fucking cheap tactic from the game. Like, seeking the opportunity to actually get me surrounded by two enemies every single time. Typical beat-em-up cheap shit to get all your money. Look at that, how fast I lose my lives. And again, filling the screen with enemies, all of them with a lot more health than the next guy. But it's fine. I mean, I would be more frustrated if I didn't have infinite credits, trust me. Like it happens in the console versions. Well, this is technically a console version, but simulating the arcade one, so... Yeah, we got Rolento here. This is the one level that doesn't get featured on the Super Nintendo game. And another credit lost. I mean, I wish I could survive just a little bit longer than this. Just a little bit, sorry. Well, I'm fighting Rolento is actually another chore in itself. Well, in conclusion, I'm glad actually that I have more time to make videos for you guys, and hopefully that will continue over time. At least in the short term, it will be that way. That I'm sure. Now, as in for the content itself, for future videos and live streams, I also got some news. Actually, no. Before that, I actually wanna, like, But yeah, I guess it is also related to the content I'll be providing in a way. So everything is related to everything in the end. Yeah, Rolando's a fucking pain in the ass. The sword will sell me. Okay, I killed him much faster than I thought I was going to. And, of course, suicide. The best way to preserve your honor, quote unquote. I've never been able to win this one. Oh, actually no, I've won this one a few times. Like now. I got a perfect. Maybe in the console versions I never done it, I don't know. Honestly, I don't recall having won this one too many times. Bay Area, second to last level. Well, the longest level in the game without a doubt. And I feel like I still haven't like talked all that much about the things that I want to cover in this video, so... But anyway, yeah, you noticed, probably, that I have been making a few posts on YouTube, like, outside videos themselves. You know, this community tab thing on the YouTube channel that allows you to post things like it was Facebook or Twitter, with little short videos or pictures with little posts. I've been sharing a little bit of my my own gaming and some food items that I've been sharing. Well, particularly one that I've been eating this weekend. And apparently people liked it, so I guess I'll be posting one of those to basically share a little bit more of my life with you. Not necessarily through videos, but also through little, you know, pictures, posts, little short videos, you know, like it was fucking Instagram or something. Okay, I thought I died. I let go the buttons for a second. Wasn't there a way to get extra lives or health or something by like punching the one spot where the dog is? I think at least in one of the console versions it worked like that, I believe. Might be completely wrong, I don't know, but it was something related to the dog that worked that way. And it gave you something. So, yeah, first news, let's say, about the content. I'll be doing more of those little posts, sharing the things I play on my own time, some of the food things I eat, maybe some Chilean things that you may be curious about. Not necessarily like getting to the extreme of doing mukbang videos or showing myself eating. You know, some shit outside playing actual video games for you that I can share with you, especially to those who have been following my work for years. I guess a little extra treats, and also to keep in touch with people. I don't want to just make videos and okay, I need to get that pizza. Apparently the pizza doesn't have the same effect as the turkey. Usually turkeys in these beat 'em ups give you full health. Well, pizza doesn't. This is pretty much what I want to happen every time I have the pipe and I'm surrounded by enemies. Hit one side and kill an enemy, hit the other side and kill another enemy. And not get fucking overwhelmed, like, immediately. But it's no more than just a wish. Alright, this fucker doesn't want to die. Here's another example of a guy that has way too much health for for my taste. Sexy bathrooms. Sorry, it's not a bathroom, it's a toilet. Sexy, another bad word according to Nintendo. They put keys. Yeah, keys the toilets. Probably not more disgusting than calling this sexy. But anyway. So, another thing that I actually want to eventually share with you in one of those posts is that I could eventually get a couple of items that I still need to be able to record / live stream my PS Vita. I got the software and all that. I got one of the cables, but I still need to get, especially the audio cables, to be able to record the sound at the same time as the video directly from my Vita through OBS. And my Vita, you can pretty much play, apart from the PS Vita games themselves, stuff from PSP and PlayStation 1 and a few emulators as well. So I might be adding pretty much another system to the collection I've got. That will allow me to play some extra games and eventually feature them on YouTube or Twitch. Just saying. But apart from that, and this is not necessarily related to recording things, but I actually got a known person that knows enough about computers and such. Is it time to fight Abigail? No, not yet. I need to get to the Statue of Liberty to actually fight Abigail in this one level. I'll be using the special enough times, I guess, until I pretty much am out of health. Dude, I knew this was gonna happen. They will kill me before I'll be allowed to get the fucking turkey. Fucking typical. It's not like doing the special, I'm pressing the attack and jump buttons at the same time. And I'm gonna lose another life. Okay. Not that time. Yeah, way too many guys, and all of them with gigantic health bars. Alright. I guess I ended up doing pretty much what I had in mind from the beginning. Alright, I'm saving that turkey just in case. At a moment like this, I would actually prefer the sword, but let's see if we can grab it. Alright. It's like the enemies dodge my attacks. It's like they know what I'm doing. Or I'm just unlucky enough not to strike them when they are passing pretty much right in front of me. Okay, it's Abigail time. Okay, he actually can move to the sides as he ran towards me. No! He does the same damage as Andore. I love how red he gets. Yeah, the Abigail thing, about being a woman, a women name. That I thought only applied it in the Spanish language, and apparently English speakers also noticed that detail. I pointed it out every time they could. It caught my attention the first time I realized, okay, people from the States, for example, also know about this Abigail thing being a woman name. Originally, I don't know. Wow, he can actually move pretty swiftly in like towards my direction. So I guess the way to fight him is jump kick, which is boring and very little productive. I'm out of choices. I mean, look at this. 2 hits and I'm dead. Unless I can do things like this, accidentally get him in a pattern and hit him consistently. Or do a special sometimes. I'm not a fan personally of Cody's jump kick. Time for the final stage. Yeah, I said 45 minutes. Probably this game will be pretty much near an hour. Just like any other Capcom beat 'em up of the time. With exception, I insist, of Captain Commando. So yeah, I still have to give you 2 pieces of information. I have to go through them very quickly now because I'm on the final stage. But yeah, basically, my mom's boyfriend's son, he is pretty good at computers. So basically, I asked him to build me a retro PC. How is that? Basically, a computer that I used to have. Basically, I've been having like 4 different computers in my YouTube career. 3 of them have been laptops, including this one I'm using right now, an HP Pavilion gaming computer, or laptop rather. But my very first computer that I used for recording was actually a desktop computer that I used from 2007 until 2010. In the Christmas of 2010, I was given my first Toshiba laptop that I used constantly for recording. But before that, I had a desktop, like I said, a double core, an Intel double core with a good video card that would allow me to record just the basic emulators, and no more than just that. I mean, it was a good computer for the time, but not powerful enough to record at a great quality at the time. Well, when I was given my laptop, I gave away the other computer, including the monitor, a CRT monitor that I had at the time. And now I really value personally having CRTs. I have 2 CRTs for my classic consoles, Sony Trinitron and Samsung. Both of them are 21-inch CRT televisions. The one I'm using right now is the Samsung one. For that, of course, I hooked up my PlayStation 2. I actually wanted to get a retro PC with an actual monitor, a CRT monitor, so I'll be able to play these old retro or classic emulators on a classic Windows XP computer, like I used to back in 2007. Even being able to play MAME and basically DOS games as well, PC MS-DOS games, but with a retro system. I mean, I could play DOS games and emulators on my laptops, but it's not the same. I mean, tell me it is the exact same playing these classics on a flat screen rather than on a CRT. So yeah, I wanted this person to... Oh, that was a moonwalk. Wow. So yeah, I wanted this person to build me... I mean, it's not a build from scratch. I mean, it's already the basis on the computer is already done, he has to add a couple more like um, things to get it done and get me Windows XP and all that. So I'll be getting that computer to install and play emulators. I'm not gonna use it for recording because, like I said, it will be pretty much an old PC, probably not compatible with a lot of the software that I use this, or we all use these days for recording. But basically, I'll be using it for playing retro PC games on a classic system and on a CRT, most importantly, I think. I think that's the most valuable thing. It's not gonna be a 16:9 monitor, it would be a 4:3, probably a 14-incher old CRT. So basically, it will keep the feel of playing these retro PC games, and a few emulators, like I said as well. I'm especially interested in playing MAME, for example, on this retro PC. When I say retro PC, I'm talking about like the PC I used to have in 2007 that will allow me to play all of these retro emulators and DOS games and pretty much all PC gaming smoothly until, I don't know, 2006, 2007. Anything newer than that, well, I can use my laptop for it, right? Like HD resolution games. But anything or everything before that, I really wanted to have like a retro PC with the proper equipment to actually enjoy the games the way we used to enjoy them back in 2006, 2007. So I'm gonna be getting that. I can share a few posts or pictures of me or short videos of me playing that, but I'm not gonna like provide playthroughs or full gameplay videos from that computer for the reasons I already told you. I mean, if I want to play those games, I'd rather play them from the real consoles or from emulators, but on my current laptop. I mean, if it is about recording only, right? So yeah, I'll be getting that. I'll be showing you, or I'll be posting pretty often from, you know, me playing from that computer, pretty much sharing some of my gameplay sessions, telling you what I play. You know, I've been trying to play on my own time, playing for fun, not necessarily for recording footage. So whenever I play for fun, and of course that retro PC will be one of those, you know, systems from which I'll be playing. Like I showed you the other day, playing this platformer for the Genesis. I showed you a picture of it. Well, I'll be doing the same thing. Maybe a few short videos or something from the retro PC or some other system. So yeah, the other piece of news is that I'm getting basically new equipment to keep experiencing the good old times the way I like, with retro hardware, basically. Not just emulating retro stuff with current hardware. Okay, here comes the last piece of news, and probably it's the most important one, and most likely I should have started with this one, but I don't know. I received a few questions over the course of the last months from some of you asking what happened to whatever series you were doing in the other channels and such. Well, I already made this very clear. I remember at some point explaining in detail why I pretty much gave up on using all the... I mean, first of all, we all agree that I have unused, an exaggerated amount of YouTube channels. I used to have like 10 different YouTube channels, and yeah, back then when I had no job or I had very a few jobs like every now and again, and I have way too much time on my hands. Of course, then I would be able to pretty much use that amount of channels, uploading at least twice a week on each of them, very regularly, including live stream footage. Of course, I will have enough time to do all that, but once I started to have a normal job with a contract, with a normal schedule, a normal shift, it would be impossible to maintain even 2 or 3 channels with regular uploads because of the time. I mean, it makes sense, right? It makes total sense. So that's when, pretty much in 2019, 2020, is when I pretty much stopped using all of the channels and basically focused only on 1 or 2 of them. Well, actually, the last time I used some of the secondary channels was last year when I was doing non-serious gaming or trying to continue with the Roulette of Sadness, which is actually one of the series I was asked for by a couple of fans. I mean, the shows as you know them, that like Retro Quest, non-serious gaming, the backlog, the series as such, I don't think I'm gonna continue with those with that format. I mean, just doing like a generic Chilean retro gamer plays type of brand, as you notice here in the little logo. That's what I've been using in the last year, right? Year and a half or so. Just something generic, but effective enough. Me just playing. Not necessarily making anything as part of any series in particular. I would love to do like series like those like created consistently, but let's be honest, I barely have any time, and I barely gonna basically take any time to do some of these things. So I'd rather do like random gameplays or random playthroughs of specific games, either classic, modern, ROM hacks, PC games, or whatever I feel like, but not really committing myself to either finish those games, which is something I already developed and explained in detail in some previous video that I don't remember which one exactly. But I already said that this whole let's play part 1, let's play part 2, let's play part 3, and very much spam the save state button until I beat the game or force myself to beat that game, I don't think it's not gonna go that way anymore. Maybe there would be some exceptions to that rule, but like in general, this is the last room of the game. Wow. But like in general, the typical let's play format, going part by part, trying to beat a game, or every game I play, it's not gonna go that way anymore. Pretty much every classic retro game from the mainstream consoles, it's been done and finished on YouTube, even without commentary. So if you want to see the games being played from beginning to end with skill, which I do not have enough of, every game out there it's been uploaded. Every game out there it's been done by professionals that provide good commentary or professional commentary with the best possible video quality, playing it from the actual console. Everything it's been done on YouTube, in my opinion. So you don't need me, and I don't need really to prove anything by trying to do the same as anyone else who already did what it is expected to do from a let's player, which is basically to play the game from beginning to end. Every game, this game in particular, it's been done millions of times, I'm sure. With one credit clears, no lives lost, or any of those things. I'm sure everything's been done. So I'm not gonna force myself to do anything that is out of my capacity or out of my hands just to prove anything to anyone. Again, I'm not gonna go further into that because I already developed it when I had to. I mean, games like this in which I can credit feed all the way through, of course I'm gonna beat them. But not all the games will be like that. Especially console games. Not all the games have saving feature. And I don't have like 5 hours of my time to try to beat a certain game that doesn't have a password system or a continue system or a saving feature. I'll do what I can. I mean, I'll give myself a couple of hours to play a certain game, and if I can't beat it in that time, so be it. I'll move on to the next. Again, it's time to enjoy the things I do and not to stress myself over being complacent and accomplish something that I never gonna get rewarded for, you know? Thing is, having said that, well, what was the point of bringing up the whole secondary channels thing? I actually want to utilize, I want to get back to the main numbered Chilean Retro Gamer channels from 1 through 5, but using them for a different purpose. Not basically use them for featuring one specific show on one channel and a different show on another channel. Basically, I used all of them as miscellaneous channels featuring different shows on each. And I had a second set of secondary channels that feature specific game types, making a total of 9 or 10 at some point, including a channel in Spanish that I made used for a couple of years, or 1 year even. It wasn't very long, really. But yeah, I want to reuse those channels, but not for miscellaneous content in every case. This is gonna be the last credit I'm gonna be using for sure. Can't believe it's been 52 minutes. I feel like it's been 20 or 30 minutes since I started playing, but I've been talking so much. I've been kind of enjoying the talk that time flies. Anyway, as we enjoy the ending to this game, actually I should have a drink because my mouth is really dry. Wow, that was intense. And actually it's kind of cool to talk things with content as I play a classic game, because the game didn't get boring at any point. I mean, it's always awesome to play these games, but sometimes they are so well known and you watch them all the time that probably playing them again, it's not as exciting. But actually I had a really great time because I was able to complement it with conversation. Well, it's a monologue rather than a conversation. But yeah, like I said, I want to reuse those channels. Maybe, I mean, I've been doing some planning about what times of the week I'll be using for games and how much time I can actually spend on recording games. So I've been considering to use the what I used to call main channels, basically Chilean Retro Gamer 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That used to be Naked Gaming back in the day, by the way, to feature specific game systems. Like, to give you just a general idea, I want to use this channel, for example, the main channel, for miscellaneous content. Literally, a bit of everything will go here. But for example, I would like channel 2 to be only about classics. Channel 3 only about modern games. Modern as in from 2000 forward. Basically the GameCube / PS2 generation / Xbox generation. Alright, let's go for CRG. Let's see if I'm giving enough time to actually put my initials. Perfect. I think I played this before and I put another score or I deleted them. But yeah, I would like to use those channels, like I said. Channel 2 for classics, channel 3 for modern stuff from PS2 slash GameCube onwards, including the Game Boy Advance. Channel 4 for PC games, and channel 5 for hacks, which is which used to be a division I had back in the day. Back in the day, I used to like save one channel for hacks, another one for PC. But I discontinued that and basically made everything miscellaneous, but with different shows. One of them for roulettes, another one for randomizers, another one for replays and such. Again, it's just an idea that I'm debating with myself. Like, make this channel miscellaneous, and all the other four will have like exclusive content to the type of system you want to watch. I'm still debating it, so nothing really decided about that yet. We're gonna exit this, and we're gonna play something else, but not on this video. I'm gonna save that for next week's feature to the Capcom Classics collection on this channel. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Actually, this video went by extremely fast, almost an hour of more conversation. Sorry, more monologue than gameplay, to be honest. But I enjoyed it nonetheless. That was really enjoyable for me, and I really hope it was for you as well. Whatever comments you have, birthday wishes, comments about the things I've been telling you, pretty much. How things have been going at work, the new computer or the new retro computer I'm getting, the possibility of doing recordings from my PS Vita. Actually, it's my brother's PS Vita, but he kind of gave it away because he's actually using only a Switch, a Nintendo Switch. And also this thing about the secondary channels being reused, but as basically hubs for specific types of content that you would like to see separately as well, not necessarily as miscellaneous content like I want this channel to be, or to continue to be, basically. So yeah, I try to cover all of these topics, well, and my birthday thing, of course. So you can I can get a little bit of your love and attention, which is always awesome to receive at least once a year, right? So yeah, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.